you know? So, um, I didn't think I'd go for an hour, but anyway, those are the things I wanted to talk about. And I'm probably gonna talk more about it as I go out, right? I'm going out. I mean, this past weekend I was out, there was this woman that I'm interested in that goes to the club where the older people are at my age. And she looks around like 30 something, maybe. And I've seen her for a while. And when I say a while, I mean like a couple of weeks, meaning, this is weekend stuff, right? You see someone every week. But I'm talking a few months now. So now it's like I've noticed this girl, and now when she looked at me, she's like, she goes with her friend, she's like, oh my God. So you can read lips. You can read, I mean, I can read lips, right? You don't have to hear everything they said, but you can read their lips when they're talking to their friend. So I'm like, okay. So she turns to her friend, she goes like, he's so when she turns to her friend, while they were dancing, I'm on the bar, just not the bar, the place around the dance floor where you can sit, right? If you've been to, clubs like that. And I'm looking at her and she's looking at me, and then she turns to her friend and she starts lipping to her friend, like, he's definitely looking at me. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm definitely looking at you. You sexy as fuck, attractive as fuck. I'm attracted. So this woman goes with her friend to this club where I go to, which is, for older folks like me. And we again made eye contact when she was getting ready to leave, and I was getting ready to close out my tab. But, she was looking at me, and she kind of made a gesture like, "Come on, like, come to me, like, come to me, I'm getting ready to leave, like, I'm leaving, like, you can, come." But I'm like, I'm closing out my tab. I can't just up and leave, they charge you for that. But she left with her friend, but I'm like, "Yeah, I can't make that." I wasn't ready to make the approach even though she gave me the green flag to do so. So I kinda missed out on an opportunity, and, I mean, if I can go back, I definitely would be like, I probably should have made that approach and been like, "Hey, like, I'm closing out my tab, and let me close out my tab so I can walk you to your car," or something. I should have said something along those lines, but, I mean, I just didn't. I don't know. I wasn't in that field of mindset to make an approach, right? I just wasn't. So I went to the same bar this past weekend. She wasn't there. But I do want to start doubling up on my attendance. So I may need to start going Fridays and Saturdays instead of just Saturdays. She might go on Fridays, who knows? But if I do see her again, I do want to try, and I bought an actual little light up rose. I bought it to give it to her. But what happened was the club was closing down, so that all the lights are turning on, and she was still dancing with her friend. So I'm like, well, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make this approach. My tab is closed and the lights are on, and she's still out there dancing. I'm like, oh. She's like, well, do I need to wait outside for her like some stalker or something? I'm like, I don't know. How's she gonna take that? So I was just like, okay, I'll just hang on to this thing and then I'll like give it to her next time or something. So I mean, even when you're older, you still have like a miscommunication between two people who might be attracted to each other. And even though we don't make approaches like we used to anymore, I'm still working on myself now, right? I recently just started attempting to make approaches again. I gave my number to some girl that I was attracted to. And um for my next trick, I'm gonna shoot my shot again at the girl that I like at this club that I go to. So I don't know about the gym. The gym thing is we're all there to work out, and I don't want to be misconstrued any signals at the gym, even though the game is played there too. The gym is somewhere that you frequent and just to get in shape and stay fit. It's not really like it is a social environment as well, so it is included, and they do play music there, but not really to dance to. But yeah, it's still another kind of thing that you need to be aware of when you're out in society. Like for younger men, you guys have to understand that women are checking you out. You need to understand how to capture a moment and turn it into something. Um, you need to know that when you're out in the world, you need to compliment a woman's look, not her physical appearance. I'm gonna say never to not never. I'm gonna say to stay away from physical compliments. Like you're not gonna tell a girl she has a nice like ass or thighs or tits or stomach or something like that, right? Like stay away from the physical compliments. Like always stick to the clothes and the clothing, like only because that's always first of all, it's the first thing you're gonna see on a woman anyway. And second of all, it's safe to compliment on somebody's style. It's never, I like them fucking shoes, dude. I do. I mean, you're like, yeah, man, I bought these. Yeah, I mean, it's complimenting someone's style is still harmless. Um, at least in 2020. Let's hope so. So yeah, I'm gonna count these factors as green flags, and I would hope, my hope is whoever is listening to this out there is that you take this information, put it into your subconscious, and the next day you wake up, when you look at that person that you're attracted to differently, like make, I'm not saying make the effort, I'm saying the worst that can happen is a soft rejection instead of a hard one. And if you are ready to at least explore or to try and shoot your shot, make sure that you're just giving her the option to contact you further rather than, hey, man, give me your number. She may not know you or trust you or to give you that information, which is understandable, but you're the hunter and you're the one who wants to see her again, to hear from her again. So therefore, I think the onus is on you to write your phone number down on a piece of paper and give it to her, and then let her decide on whether or not she's feeling you or not. And therefore, you walk away. You always walk away with, she knows. She knows I'm interested in her. And it's like, it's up to her from there. Like, hey, she didn't call you, she didn't text you. What can you do? But you walk away saying, I liked her, told her I liked her, told her to call me. And that can be the story of your life. But that's how you're gonna find who like is into you and who's not. How you're gonna like recognize those green flags. Sometimes you need to wave them and you need to create them. And for women out there who are trying to find um, you know, men to approach, you have to create and wave green flags in the air, visible for that one man to see. And let me break that down what it looks like. So, eye contact is the number one thing that two people have between each other in any kind of crowded space or social area. If you are female, to create like a green flag, you could look at him again and again and again. And the multiple times that you look at the man that you are interested in, is the more confident that he will have in order to approach you. The multiple eye contact is the green flag that you're sending to him, and so is the proximity that you use when you walk past him. But in order for him to feel confident enough to make that approach, it has to be so explicit that he has no choice but to approach you. And the only way to create that kind of like confidence is by directly kind of um um, sending a signal for him to come to you. Now, this is universal. There's some form of this that needs to be subtle, and it needs to be like whether it's this, or or maybe like there are subtle things that women do to try and create green flags, but it's not explicit, and there are some explicit ways that you can do it. I'm talking about sexually, but I'm talking about Like, um, here's an example. I'm gonna give you an example of a green flag that women could do. Here's what men do. Um, like, have you ever seen a commercial where like they have a shot or a glass or a beer or something, and then like there's somebody across the room, and then what they'll do is one of these like here's my, it's just like just a gesture, right? But if women could learn to look at a man, capture his attention, and just do this and just do that, just that. That I believe is all we should know in order to understand that you have interest directly in us and that we should approach you. That gesture, just w- why? Why that? Because it's a personal recognize and acknowledgement of a specific person. My drink that I tip to you points you out in the middle of a crowded area and says, cheers to you. Like, hey, you. If a woman did that to a man, it would allow us the confidence to say, hey, cheers. Number one. And number two, can I get you another drink? Can I get you a shot? It opens up that door. That gesture opens up that door. So, I mean, hang on, I need a drink. Oh, it's good. But gestures allow men to pick up receiving signals that say it's okay for you to approach me because that's what I want you to do. We're not mind readers and we never will be. You use your body anyway to garner our attention. Just use a gesture in order to confirm that it's okay for us to walk and talk to you. So these are some, green flags that, I think that men and women need to either create for themselves and to be more aware of when they're in social environments, whether it be bar, club, gym, school, or even work. Now, work is different because, anti-sexual harassment policy would dictate da 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 da. But the same rules do apply: proximity, eye contact, stuff like that.